Hey, good morning. This is Jennifer Foltz at JF Homes and Design. I'm a realtor and interior designer here in Campbell, California. If you haven't already, go over and follow me on my Instagram, jf.homesanddesign, or you can find me on my website, jfhomesanddesign.com. It'll link you over to all of my social media pages. Today, I would like to first and foremost mention I have some kind of crazy curly hair going on, and I am in my shop that is still in process of being remodeled. So, excuse my mess and the office mess. But today, let's kind of talk about why people are looking to move right now. Why is there an increase in buyers? There's a lot of different things happening around COVID right now, and unfortunately, right now in California, we've had a lot of fires. So I would anticipate some other changes happening as well. But first, one thing we started to notice, people were wanting to move out from, the larger city and wanting to either move down here into San Jose or go farther out to, Livermore, Gilroy, Morgan Hill, Hollister area. Just because they're going to get a little bit more space, a little bit more bang for their buck. Whenever you're living in a condo that is maybe pretty tight and you have some small bedrooms, or you're sharing it with 2 or 3 other people, and then you have a job where you now don't have to be commuting and you have to be close enough to your work to be, 10, 15 minutes away, you're able to look at some different options to increase the quality of your life, to give you, larger bedrooms, or maybe a bigger kitchen if you love to cook, or even having a larger balcony, or actually having a little bit of yard space. So many people who have pets who do live in condos, they don't have a space to actually, let their dog out and let them just hang out, or a patio that they can be on. Sometimes, the patios are so small that, you can fit maybe a cafe-sized chair on there. So we're seeing a lot of people wanting to make those kinds of changes. And with that said, we're seeing some interest rate changes as well. So last year, some of my clients that I was working with, they weren't crazy insane interest rates, but the lower the interest rate does go, the more you can afford. So you can widen your price range a little bit because your monthly payment won't be so high. So that is a factor right now, where people who were saying, oh, I don't think I can actually afford this, because maybe they do have a really tight budget and every, $50 really, really counts. Now that they're able to widen that, or they can more comfortably purchase in the price range they were wanting to stay in, that gives them a little bit more wiggle room to have more money for other expenses that they have month to month. So first-time home buyers are increasing, going from the apartment lifestyle to either purchasing their own condo or purchasing a small home here in Silicon Valley. For those who do go a little bit farther out, again, you are going to get a bit more space for your money. Again, it's, depends what location you want to be in, what your lifestyle is like, the activities that you have going on. Those are always factors to consider when you're looking at moving and purchasing. Some not so fun stuff to talk about as to why we're seeing some people move. Divorce rates are increasing. So when you unfortunately are being stuck in a house with somebody that you don't really like, and before it was manageable and you were able to just make it work, and now you're in each other's faces all the time, divorce has spiked. I know several different divorce lawyers who are seeing dramatic increases, which therefore is going to, not always, but a lot of times, they need to sell their home and have to then relocate. Either they're going to be renting for a little bit, or then they need to use whatever portion of that sale to put towards a new home for their new down payment. So we are seeing some of those situations happening. And then the next one, it's sad, it's hard to talk about also, but domestic violence has increased as well. So the local shelter here has seen a huge increase in the volume of calls that they're receiving day to day, that they had to actually increase their staff just to answer the phone calls. So with domestic abuse comes, people having to flee their home. Some of them may be able to buy a new home, or they have to rent for a little bit. But again, that usually turns into, those who were married or whatever having to go through divorce or selling the property if they, owned the home together. So we are seeing some shifts in that also. Some other things to consider, we have also seen people who, of course, you have your home office now, and whenever we've had to shift to this whole work from home thing, whenever you are already maxed out on your bedroom space, and you may have 2 kids sharing a bedroom, and your teenager might have the other one, and you have the third, you're working at your kitchen table, and you don't really have the space to conduct your business the way that you need to run it. You don't have the privacy for your meetings. You got your dogs barking around, the kids are screaming and running around like crazy, and now with kids having to do school from home virtually also, it's very taxing on a lot of families and on their homes. So we're also seeing that increase of, I need to have a living room and a family room where we can actually spread out and create that additional space that is needed. And some people are wanting to increase the amount of bedrooms that they need as well. So they may only have 3 bedrooms that really need to be used 4 bedrooms, but then they're needing that additional room to convert into an office. And this is, again, something that, more and more people are saying their companies are going to be sticking with long term. Even as COVID lifts, people are going to have the opportunity to continue working from home, which is going to reduce the amount of commute hours, and they're going to be able to enjoy their homes more. So if you used to spend 1 to 2 hours commuting each way, that takes a huge chunk of your time away from where you can actually spend time at your home with your family. And now people are cooking out more. They're wanting to, have a swimming pool so their kids and them can play and have fun and have that bonding time together that before they unfortunately weren't able to have. So we're seeing some situations like that where, they're wanting to either increase the lot size just to have yard space to be able to eat outside, cook, grill. We're seeing more people wanting to have swimming pools again because we can't go to public pools. That's what we've had community pools, and now that is being so limited, more and more are wanting to find a new home that has more to offer for their family to enjoy and grow in. So with all of that said, we have some positives of why people are moving, and then there are the harder realities and negative sides of why people are wanting to move. And this time has been difficult with COVID and now the fires and how everything is going to impact it. But take a look at what your needs are and your family's needs are, and determine what's going to be best for you and where you guys want to be and to continue to grow as a family. And if you're running your business from home, what's going to be best for you to thrive in your space? What is going to be best for your kids to thrive in their new school environment as they're doing distance learning? So take these things into consideration. If you have questions, if you want to even just brainstorm or throw some ideas off, you are welcome to always reach out. You can contact me directly through my website or send me a message over on Instagram, jf.homesanddesign for Instagram, and jfhomesanddesign.com if you would like to reach me through my website. So again, take a look at what's going on around you. Evaluate your living space, evaluate your budget. There's so many options right now. You can also, refinance. You can remodel the home that you're currently in to increase the value of it. Or if you need to look at completely moving into a new home, we can help you with all of those. So we have plenty of resources and options for many different scenarios. So reach out, JF Homes and Design, Jennifer Foltz. I am here in Campbell, California. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. I hope that you guys get to spend that extra time with your family, and you do get to cook out and hang out and just enjoy some good quality time together. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week.